Hey folks, this is Tim with Digital Survival. Thanks for joining me today. I've just finished my intro quest on a new challenge mission, and the challenge is to play 7 Days to Die without killing any zombies. In addition to finishing the intro quest, I did a little bit of additional gathering. I've got some extra cotton, chrysanthemum, goldenrod, and I looted some garbage which got me little polymers and seed, coffee seed, a couple of eggs. So my trader is a kilometer that way, so I'm going to start heading that direction. On the way, I'm going to gather up a few additional things. I'm going to loot pretty much any garbage I see. And I'm going to use a couple of the tactics that I've learned from a couple other attempts at this. So I actually got 5 days into this challenge in a one long recording session. And at the end of the recording session, I realized that my audio output for the game wasn't working correctly. And so I had absolutely no game audio, just me talking, which, I mean, it's better than no audio at all, but certainly not sufficient to do the job for a video like this. So I'm starting all over again. Learned a few lessons on that playthrough, which I'm going to use on this one. Couple of things about no kills. No kills means that in this stat screen, which you get to by hitting I on the PC, the enemy kills is 0. You can kill zombies with spikes and not get kill credit. And so I'm okay with that. I am gonna probably end up having some zombies die. But I'm not going to deliver the final blow. Now I'm going to mark this spot here, and you're like, what the heck are you marking, Tim? I'm marking the flowers. We'll get more into that in a minute. Also found in terms of kills that killing animals does not count, so me being the killer of a... Hey, zombie. Me being the killer of a rabbit or a chicken doesn't count for those enemy kills. And I somehow, in one of my test plays, got a kill, and I wasn't sure what did it. I'd killed 1 hog, 1 dog, and 1 bird. And somehow between those 3, I got a kill. And so I'm not sure which one counted. I might have to do a little bit of testing on that. Anyway, so right now I'm going to head to the trader and take note of flower patches along the way, like this one, and avoid fights. It's been interesting doing this mentality about avoiding fights is kind of a hard one for me. I'm kind of the let's kill everything we see type of guy. But once I kind of got it into my head, I started another play where I didn't have to avoid the kills, and I was avoiding fights anyway. And I think in a real zombie apocalypse, especially one where they respawn from the ground randomly all the time, I think I would avoid fighting. In a zombie apocalypse where there were a limited number of zombies, where if you killed them, they didn't suddenly magically reappear. In that case, I think I actually would clear, because I'd want to create safe zones, places where there weren't... Hello, sir. Where there weren't any zombies at all. We need to get the bones off of this. Nice. Now we'll make a bone knife to harvest other things. So on the road, I am going to harvest all the garbage I see. Not that. I don't know how to spell bone. It's there. This goes here. Everybody has their favorite hotbar setup. And I am going to stop and get every tire, because that's one of the most consistent sources of polymers, and I need 100 polymers for my first dew collector. And of course, I have to have a dew collector if I want any kind of consistent income for water, for clean water. Cool. One of the nice things about the very early game is you haven't used up your food supplies yet, your internal food supplies. So I've got plenty of stamina, good stamina regen. I've noticed that stamina regen goes down when your water starts getting lower, even if it's above 50%, which is the very first point at which you get a warning. So I'm looking, I thought I saw a flower patch worth noting, and then I didn't. So once I get going, I'm obviously going to try and keep my food and water up as best I can. Oh, I also will stop for stumps because they give honey, and that's, of course, early game antibiotic. You know the funny thing? I lost track of my my trader's over here. I lost track of my trader icon. I'm just following the road. Hey, money, maybe? Nice. I mean, not a ton, but something. Oh, one other thing I want to do early on. I'll do that right now. I'm going to work towards getting pretty high levels of living off the land because it gives me better... You know, I'm trying to shoot a video here. It gives me better harvest, and for instance, if I hit this chrysanthemum, I get 1 chrysanthemum. But if I go into living off the land and I up that, now I hit a chrysanthemum, and I get 2. And if I up it again, I had a 50% chance of 3 with every hit. So, definitely want to make a note of this location. He's coming. Alright, I'll be back. Alright, biker dude there. Grab this bag real quick. Wear that. Do still need armor. We are still gonna possibly have encounters with zombies. Just not planning to stand toe to toe with them. Is this coal? It is. I'm going to mark that as well. One of the early game possibilities that I've had in a couple of other playthroughs, well, just one really, was getting the recipe for filtered water. And that takes coal in the flowers. And that's a fantastic water source. It changes water, which is normally 20. That'll be worth 60. And give you some indigestion recovery, and give you the food longevity buff that red tea gives. So overall, a wonderful thing to be able to make, and you have to have coal to make it, which sometimes is hard to find. I am seeing flowers. Seeing 2 patches. So I'm going to spend a minute getting all these flowers before I head to the trader, and I'll show you why after I get there. Well, now that I've finished that flower patch, oh, missed a chrysanthemum. We'll get that on the way out. And we've got a visitor. Gonna head over to the trader. Actual Trader Hugh.
Are you friendly?
Now I've talked to the trader. And see if he has any jobs. I'm not going to do any jobs early on, but when I do, it's probably going to mostly be fetch. Maybe buried supplies. Those are hard, though, when you're not allowed to kill the zombies. Let's take a look at his inventory while we're here. One of the early things, oh, I didn't even notice picking that up. Definitely going to sell that. And the headlights. So early on, I'm going to be selling a lot of stuff, hoping to build up my money supply, because not being able to do missions means it's a lot harder for me to earn the money I need to be able to get water filters or additional books from this guy, which he's got. What is this one? All right, hotware. So one of the main things I want is a water filter. I also, of course, need a cooking pot and a cooking grill. Those things I might be able to scavenge, but it's hard to tell. So just a little bit of flower gathering I did on my way here will give me 252 for this stack of 105 cotton and 285 for the stack of 119 chrysanthemum. What we're going to do is go out, figure out where we're going to put our base, which we're going to have to build. Normally I'd take over a house, but can't do that right now. And
Well, good luck with that.
thanks. And then we're going to go gather some flowers and see what we can do. I do want to go through his stuff, but I think I'm going to wait until I have at least one skill point in advanced engineering. All right, I like this big empty space back here for a base, so I'm going to figure out how far away I have to be to put down my claim block, and then clean up all these flowers. All right, so this is good. We shall put it here, and we're going to pick flowers. Let's see here. And probably cut down a couple of trees, because we need wood. All right, back in a minute. So I'm done with the flower cleanup in this immediate area, and I've got a couple unwelcome visitors. I've started making wooden spike traps, or I'm about to start making wooden spike traps. And we'll demonstrate how I can kill these guys without it actually counting against me. Alright, 2 zombies dead. Leaving that spike trap out. I wonder if I'm going to regret that later. And you see 0 enemy kills. So that's how we do it. I'm going to make a few more wooden spike traps and some frame shapes and cut down a couple more trees and then build a basic place to put my stuff for a little bit. I got a biker zombie right over there that I will not kill because I'm not that kind of guy today. Just today. Actually, the whole series. Nice, I got a bag out of that one. Okay. And now I can use tuna for some super high level thing. I might just eat it before that and use it later. Yeah, well, I can't use it if I eat it. Might eat this one and not save it for later and save the next one I get. Get him to come around the building. Nice. It'd be nice if I could get experience for these, but obviously if I got experience for them, then I wouldn't be... I'd probably be getting the kill count as well. So I'm going to go out and get more wood and hopefully get that base to the point where people won't be able to see me or immediately come to where I am overnight. One of the things you have to do when you're doing a no-kill world is lead zombies away from your base. I mean, eventually I could just run them around the base and have them die on the spikes. But I don't want to have to keep replacing my spikes right now. Get them far enough away, then you do a little sprint. And hopefully they lose interest when they're not close to the base. Barely. I'm using up all my wood. Right now, something interesting to note. I'm near the end of my first day. I'm actually not going to go to the trader today. I'm just going to start my nighttime routine. That sounds like a parent putting children to bed. And part of my nighttime routine is digging. So right now, I'm going to put away most of the stuff I have here. If you notice, I've got 760 worth of chrysanthemum and 828 worth of cotton. So in the first day, I've built a little base and I've gathered up over 1,500 credit worth of flowers, not counting anything else I might be able to sell to get me a little bit extra dukes. And I've already sold 157 worth of stuff. So that's a big positive. I'm going to go into the storage chest and put away most of what's in here. Oh, you know what I was going to do? You know, I am going to do this. I'm going to go to the... I'm going to place my bedroll right there. And I am going to go to the trader and I'm going to get some good food. Hopefully I can do it before he closes. Okay, Hugh, we're trying to be fast here.
Could you be any louder? You trying to wake the
Sell
dead?
that, sell that, and sell that, and sell that. And we want food.
Just to let
I
you
know.
folks know that Trader Joel's will be closing soon.
Oh, this is really good food. And it's $3.78, so we're gonna buy this. And we're gonna see how much do I have left. You know what? I'm not gonna buy cooking pot and cooking
Thank
grill
God you're
yet
done browsing. Next
because
time I'll charge you for that.
I'm gonna have a chance to scavenge them. What was I gonna? Oh, I'm looking for a vending machine. Vending machine right here. Let's get a goldenrod tea. I want a couple of coffee. Yes, please. He sells blackstrap? Taking a blackstrap. I love blackstrap coffee. There we go. Oh, wow.
Joel's is now closed.
What the? What was that? Dang, okay. Don't know how exactly that happened, but we're out. So we are going to build a fire pit, because we campfire, because we're going to need that. Put it right there next to the sleeping bag. That won't be a problem at all. We get some more nails we'll build storage chests with that we can label. Let's save those, and we're going to eat this. I'm going to spend the night digging a hole and get back to you in the morning. This is Tim with Digital Survival. Thanks for joining me today for episode 1 of my 7 Days No Kills Challenge. I hope you had fun. If you did, please like, comment, subscribe, and or share. It helps me keep doing this thing that I love. Thanks, and see you soon.